Well, I'm here at the Wentworth Club to work on some more coaching, Cara, with the wonderful Mitchell Spearmen, who's back with me. We're short of the green here, Mitchell. I haven't seen you since our initial lessons, and we're going to catch up on some more chipping and pitching, which I have to say has improved since our first lesson. What you told me was brilliant, but I guess I need to work now a bit more on feel and distance and knowing exactly when to choose the right shot.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, getting a good short game, it's good to hear that it has improved. One can always continue to improve this. This is where you're going to save shots. You're not always going to hit every green. So understanding what shot to play, how to then execute it, and to practice it. Obviously, this is a touch and feel as well as having good technique. So let's go and have a look here at this shot. You're, probably 10 or so paces off the front of the green. Pins another 8 or 10 paces on the green. It's a tricky little shot. You're on a slight uphill lie here. Let's see how you're going to go and execute it. So you just show me what you've got, and then I'll see what adjustments or tweaks we might need to make.
Pressure's on. So I'm going to just do a couple of practice strokes.
Yeah, that was something we talked about before. You want to get a practice stroke for the feel of the shot. Try to sense exactly the point of contact that you're going to have. And now go ahead and let that club lift the ball in the air for you. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. And left a little bit to the right underneath the hole. That's excellent. So a really nice pitch shot, good distance. Just work on that feel and the touch. So, realistically from there, you probably won't make that putt. You're getting down in 3. The goal eventually has to be, how can we get that shot a little bit closer to be getting down in 2?
Up and down, yeah, okay.
So you aimed left with your feet, which is good.
Yeah.
However, we do want the upper body to stay parallel to its line. We don't want that to be to the left too, because that will help you, cause you to swing across it. I like your practice moves there, and just feel that the centre of your body goes through and everything comes through together. So you're trying to maintain that angle there at the end of your stroke. You're trying to keep the right wrist angle constant as your right shoulder comes under and through.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's a feeling of movement for the whole body rather than you're right. I had got into this awful habit of
just doing that.
Taking the
so get the right shoulder. The right shoulder is a good thing. Just feel the right shoulder is what's going to go forward and through as you hit the shot.
Okay.
Good.
Right.
All right, so visualise where you want to pitch the ball, just there on the front of the green. Ah, beautiful shot.
Better.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
So if we were watching the top players play a shot like this, when they actually get to the ball, the first thing they do is they take a look and they see what the lie is, because then they want to know which club they might choose. Is it going to be a lob wedge, or are they going to maybe do something else? And then they're going to walk up just to take a look at the lay of the land and get a feel. They're really feeling with their feet the slope, and they're just trying to visualise the shot. So they'll walk up like this. Some guys might even count the paces, some 3 paces, 4 paces, 5 paces, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10 feet here, so it's a 10 yards here, 30 foot, and it's probably a little bit less there. So you get a sense of what the distance is, you get a sense of how uphill. The canny smart player is going to leave the ball, just like you did, underneath the hole. Hopefully,
probably a bit closer.
Hopefully somewhere around here.
Yeah.
They'd rather leave themselves 3 or 4 feet here than 2 or 3 feet above the hole. You don't ever really want to leave yourself a downhill putt. This green's pretty fast, it breaks left to right there. That wouldn't be a fun putt to have here. So definitely one of the things a player would do is be aware that they're not going to finish on the high side. It's really nice to think you're going to hold this chip, but quite realistically, you just want to get it up and down and leave it there. Okay. So you do that, you're doing this all quite proficiently and quite quickly. You're taking not much time to do it, so maybe it's even where another player might be approaching the green. So we walk back quickly to the ball because we want to keep the sense and the feel of the shot that we've hit. We're now feeling that we're walking downhill, so we know we've got a little uphill pitch shot. Make a couple of practice strokes, good visualisation. We know we want to land the ball pretty much at the hole and let it kick a little bit right, leave yourself an uphill putt.
Do you want to land it a little bit left of the hole, or do you just want so it can roll downhill?
I'd say pretty much on the hole, knowing that the kick to the right's going to leave it uphill. If you aim too far left and you hit it a little firm, you're going to leave yourself the downhill putt, which is not what we want.
Okay.
Good. And a nice shot that's just gone a little bit further to the right and leaving yourself underneath the hole. Now,
giving myself a slightly longer downhill putt than the pros might, but I mean uphill putt, at least I'm giving an uphill putt.
Now another choice in a situation like this that can be very useful for a lot of club golfers is just to take less loft. So here's a 9-iron that I've chosen for you.
Okay.
The benefits to less loft is if you don't have to land the ball on the green. This is called a little bump and run. It needs less of a swing because it has less loft to project the ball just as far. It's a very safe shot to go to, hence to the shorter swing. You just take your setup, ball's back a little bit, hands forward a little bit. It's a very little nudge movement. You're basically just nudging the ball forward. In your case here, I want you to do that and land it just short of the green, and you almost try on that first hop, the ball has to land on the green. So you hit right into the top of the hill, first bounce onto the green and let it run out.
Okay.
It's what we call more of a pressure controlled shot because the the whole motion you're having to make, as you can see there in that practice stroke, Cara, is an awful lot less. That's it. So it's like a little nudge. It's larger than a putt, but it's smaller than the pitch shot you had. This is more of a little chip and run. There we go, right at the front of the green. One bounce onto the front of the green is what you want to look for. That was nice because you made a nice short action. So you've got a couple of options here around the green, Cara. The pitch shot onto the green, the bump into the hill. Both times you're just trying to turn your body through the ball and keep this angle constant through the shot. Okay, some more great tips from Mitchell Spearmen. Mitchell, thank you very much. Well, there we go. I've got plenty of things to work on for my chipping and pitching, and I hope you've been able to learn something too.